Welcome. I'm Thomas Hicks, Chairman of the United States Election Assistance Commission. And joining me today to talk about advocacy groups and their roles in the elections process is Sarah Brannon with ProjectVote.
Thank you very much. ProjectVote is a national nonprofit, nonpartisan organization, and our goals are to eliminate disparities in the voter registration rates among minorities and majorities, to see that government play a larger role in registering voters, and to make sure that constituency-based organizations can conduct effective and appropriate voter registration drives.
Can you describe a little bit about your role within the organization?
Sure. I'm an attorney with the organization. I spend most of my time working with state and local election officials to make sure that the voter registration services they are providing through different government agencies are compliant with federal law and effective for reaching voters.
Can you talk a little bit about how your organization, in detail, how your organization helps voters exercise their right to vote?
Sure. This year, ProjectVote actually has several initiatives that we are engaging in specifically to directly help voters. One of those is a campaign we are running to help get out information about voter ID to individuals in a number of states. We are doing a mailer to about 80,000 people in North Carolina and Virginia. These are all registered voters who don't appear to have state driver's license or state ID cards. So we're sending a mailer to those voters to explain what the rules are, particularly in North Carolina where there has been some successful litigation about photo ID. There is not going to be a photo ID requirement in place in North Carolina this year, so the mailer explains that. And then in Virginia there is a photo ID requirement in place, but there are a number of options besides a state driver's license or ID card. In Virginia, you have to show ID to vote, but there are many different options besides a driver's license or a state ID. I'd also like to note that if your driver's license from Virginia is expired, even if it's only within 1 year, that's still an acceptable form of ID. But the other IDs that you can show are a United States passport, a student ID from any university or college in Virginia, whether public or private, a employer-issued photo ID, a tribal enrollment or other tribal photo ID, any U.S. or Virginia government issued photo ID, and then Virginia has a program, as I mentioned, where you can get a free photo ID for the purpose of voting if you are lower of income. And you can call our hotline or the 866-R-VOTE hotline to get information about how to get that ID.
So for voters who aren't in those two particular states, is there resources that they can use with ProjectVote?
Yes. If you need information about how to get an ID or what ID is required in your state, you can call our photo ID hotline, and there are two numbers, 704-550-3518 or 757-656-3483. And somebody there can help you locate an ID if that's what you need, or tell you what ID you need to bring.
Great.
We also have another project that we're doing that directly helps voters, which is called Electionary. It is an interactive website with a lot of election administration information, but Electionary is really a very comprehensive, interactive website with all kinds of information, particularly related to Election Day, dates, voter registration, literacy, disability access, language access, rules about early voting and absentee voting in all different states, Election Day rules, Election Day procedures, rules about photo ID, and rules about voter challenges, and then information about how to contact state and local election officials.
Great, and I want to thank you for coming in today and helping us continue on with our episodes on educating voters about participating in the election process.
Thank you.
Thank you.